come and leave your heart at home. It's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. I ain't seen nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, men black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline, big dogs beat peasants. Yeah, I'm Keisha, but James still a legend in war zone. I would be tripping, I respect it in war zone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in war zone. One wrong post will get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. DT, what up? Black, what up? Say what up? It's a war zone. Metro Lane, what up? Cold fruit, what up? It's a war zone. You feeling like the war zone is yours? Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I
Hey, what's going on, everybody? You tuned in. Okay, I'm still. What's going on, everybody? You tuned into the War Zone U Sport Podcast. And my guest here today, coach been coaching 10 plus years, somewhat confrontational, but he said he want to be a legend in this game. Been coaching Ben Hill, Georgia Falcons,
welcome all.
GA, welcome all. Been putting it down, man.
ABA.
Few championships under his belt, man. Go on and introduce yourself, man.
Coach Ken, all that do it win-win, you know.
Hey, man, we're going to start the interview off. We're going to get to know Kenneth Canardis, whatever the Ken stand for. We're going to get to know him first. So let's start off, man, with your upbringing and dealing with sports, man.
Upbringing, you know, just dealing with sports. Jay came in the game, just trying to be a mentor, you know, a big brother.
So what's your history with it? Did you play? What did you play as a kid?
I played from youth all the way up to high school. You know, learned a lot. You know, I taught a lot.
All right. As I remember, Ken before even coaching you was a rapper. So let's step into that a little bit, man. What Ben Hill squad, right?
Ben Hill, Ben Real.
What was the pool palace hit y'all had back in the day, man?
Oh man, I was with my crew then. Or that. Do your dance on them.
Do your dance on them.
K-Rab, Mr. Bubblegum.
Definitely, man. So as we get into the youth sport, man, it's a lot of things going on, man. Moves been made. What made you want to coach multiple teams? Because this past season, you coached 3 teams, bro. And I said it myself, that's crazy. Like, to put that much time in, let's just be honest. I've been coaching since I was 21 years old, man. Parents don't show appreciation for one team.
Facts.
You just did 3. What in the hell would make you want to do that?
I do the unthinkable. I want to do what ain't been done, you know. And you know, beside that, when you recruit to a program, the people who you recruit, they want you to coach their kid. They want you to coach their kid. 6, you want you to coach it. 5, you pulling you down there to coach it. 7, you coach. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is too. So.
All right, so let's go a little bit further back before we get into exactly that. What made you want to coach? When you first started, your first year coaching, what brought you to the field?
Coach, my little brother, Carlton Williams. You know, when I took him out there to Degleyville, the coach said that you want to do it how you do it, go start your own team. And guess what? I went and started my own team and my own program, you know, and that led up to this.
Yeah, I remember he was at Ben Hill. Georgia Falcon I thought Georgia Falcon was a solid program. What ended the Georgia Falcon?
You know, a lot of publicity. Me and Black, we parting ways. And, you know, it was time. Georgia Falcon had a lot of negative vibes on a lot of negative input, so we just deaded the brand.
Yeah, and you was at Walkmall with us when I was at Walkmall for a minute, and you went back to Ben Hill. Let's talk about the Mayfield. The whole King is banned from the Mayfield. Is there any truth to that? And if so, what was the cause of it?
No, I've been suspended from the Mayfield. I ain't never been banned.
Or suspended?
A couple years ago, about 2 years ago, they took the Nationals kind of from me, I felt, but I was nervous last year playing in there because now I'm back to redeem myself from from the previous year and trying to come back. I was nervous with it from last year, so I was skeptical about playing any games in the Mayfield. So that was.
So even with the AYU games, you've been in AYFL, the crossover Mayfield game, you just was like, I'm not dealing with Mayfield at all because of the history you guys had.
That, and I asked Twan up front, before I even paid the money, the fee, do you got anything to do with Mayfield? And it was like the first week of August before I even paid him. He was like, no, we on our own, so I felt like, give me an opportunity to take it or leave it. And so that's what that was.
Right. And as you spoke on just a second ago about you being suspended from the national, you wasn't able to participate in the national, when everyone felt you had the strongest 6U team in the country. This year alone, it was about 3 teams got caught down there using illegal players. And the 11U team that won it, they had a kid that played on the 12U and the 11U. How did that make you feel when you was banned for a year, had to go through all the criticism and people talking about you and saying you a cheater, and then you working so hard to stay clean and focusing on 3 teams to get there this year, to find out someone did what you did and they still allowed them to participate?
I had me heated. That's why I made my post, but I deleted it. Too much stuff going on. But that's just what it was on that.
But that's the crazy thing. That was you speaking your mind, and a lot of folks don't like for us to speak our mind. That's where the platform Warzone can be negative to a lot of people because people speak their mind.
Right.
This year, you had a 5U team, like unlike any 5U team I ever seen.
Unscored, undefeated the whole year.
You had a special kid called No Game. Tell us about No Game.
No Game, the cheat code. I've been more than No Game since he was 3. So he been playing up for 3 years, about playing with the 8U team that's coming up now. He been playing with them since he was 3 years old. So I already knew that I had something special, with that kid. And I had 2 teams on that one team a couple years ago.
Right. That 5U is definitely a special bunch, man. They got some players on that team that will be winning Warzone awards. I can say that. Players, not player, with an S.
It's plural.
Right. So then you got the 6U team. They were undefeated at 5U. They won Warzone Nationals, 5U. They come back 6U, go undefeated all year. They first loss came in the national championship.
Yeah.
Tell us about that team. What made that team special?
Team made it special, I had special kids, just molding them since they were 5, putting them in the spots and just developing their craft from they were 5 years old, and they came back. It was a good chemistry, you know.
And then we're gonna speak on the 7U team. 7U team got two Player of the Year for Warzone nominees on there with Justin Zachary and Caden Parks. What made those 2 kids stand out the way they did this year? And parents, don't take this as him showing favoritism. I'm asking these questions. So go ahead, Cole.
Basically, Caden always been special, when he came from Noonan. And Justin, he been special since he came from Deglerville. And just putting them together with the rest of their crew, it just made it even more special, especially rebuilding and bringing it back and coming back and even fighting in the semifinals, trying to even win a national championship. That's a special team. It's going to be even special this year.
All right, so coaching 3 teams, man, what errors you feel you made that you would like to go back and correct to make the season even better for you? Because the fact still stands, you coached 3 squads. They won 3 league championships, but you fell short at 6 and 7U national.
Right. What can I do and go back? You know, watch who you bring in your house. You know, watch certain people. You can't have everybody in. You know, but I don't look at it as the parents. I think I do it for the kids. So I consider the kids. So I wasn't worried about that. But that'd be the main thing what I would do.
Right, because that plays a big part. And
Big
also,
part.
with starting the organization, man, and you being the only head coach in the whole organization, man, that with your everyday life on the outside, that got to be stressful, man. Like,
Stressful.
I don't even understand how that was even possible, man. Like, that's crazy.
Right, it was crazy, man. I lost a couple dreads behind that. Just stressing. But, you know, hey, like I told you when we first started, man, I like to do the unthinkable. It wasn't that I wanted to be the head coach. It was other people that were scared to step in them shoes. You know what I'm saying? To keep everything going. Imagine all the calls I got when I was in hospital.
Matter of fact, can you do me a favor? We're gonna move the mic out the way for a second. Can we zoom in on his shirt? Hold his shirt up. And see what that shirt says.
That is on the sideline.
Hold on, my guy the bad with it. He finna zoom in for you so they can read it. It feels a little different when you read it. No daddies on the sideline. That's not a no daddy ball shirt. That's a no daddy on the sideline. All right, so let's step into that. Do you feel daddy ball or dads being involved with the team take away from the team as a whole? Not even speaking on just your team. We're talking about youth sports because I hear about it in basketball and baseball as well.
It can be a big problem, especially when you call a timeout and you got dads coming to talk to their kids, and you call the timeout to talk to them. You know, it's a big interference. I done had a situation where a kid broke for a touchdown and got called back. I look up from the run the play back because I felt like the kid was robbed, you know, for it. It was a bad call and running back. And I look, where little Johnny at? Like, where he go? You know, so that dad took him out the game.
Right.
That happened back-to-back years before.
I would have kicked their ass off my sideline. All right, so real quick, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. I'm going to ask some hard questions for Coach Ken, but let's take a quick break. As you hear the song, you see some of the special Warzone kids we keep using for, you know, just to drop their pictures, show them love, man, for participating in the Warzone All-Star game. Other than that, man, give us a quick second. Go feed your baby. Go check on your pizza in the oven. Do whatever you need to do. We're going to take a quick break. Be back, Coach Ken.
Yes, sir.
Get a Warzone award going down at the Warzone, of course. I'm logging in the Warzone whenever I get bored. It's a Warzone.
I ain't see nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, me and Black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear Warzone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling Warzone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline, big dogs, beat peasants. Yeah, I'm from Keisha, but James still a legend in Warzone. I would be tripping, I respect it in Warzone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in Warzone. One wrong post will get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's Warzone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a Warzone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a Warzone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the Warzone. Feeling like the Warzone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a Warzone. The war's going down at the Warzone, of course. I'm logging in the Warzone whenever I get bored. It's a Warzone. DT, what up? Black, what up? Say what up? It's a Warzone. Until Lane, what up? Cold fruit, what up? It's a Warzone. You feeling like the Warzone is yours? Yeah. Gotta finish strong to get a Warzone. The war's going down at the Warzone, of course. I'm logging in the Warzone whenever I get bored. It's a Warzone. Got the Warzone award show packed like a small car. Telling everywhere a bunch of Warzone all-stars. Invite only, you gon' only see the real. Hey, bring me a reel, we got the shun on the grill. Yeah, the Warzone is strictly for the gutters. They ain't hunt your lane, they ain't nothing but some trouble. Shout out to Pickle she ain't nothing but a hustler. I got a hard time cause I represented Tucker. Yeah, a lane post a flyer, they don't notice. Yeah, parents go complaining about the coach. Yeah, Warzone games I be posting. Be careful what you post, might get checked by defocus in Warzone. Trying not to be the one who slipping in Warzone. That shit always be tripping in Warzone. They gon' go hard on my head.
man, we back, man. Warzone Youth Sports Podcast. My guest, Coach Ken. We're gonna ask you about coaching with dads, man. As you said before we went on break, you called them to the sideline. What's the biggest issue coaching with certain dads?
It be about their kid, you know. I can look up, like, hey, what happened? I don't know. I know y'all don't know because you watching your damn child, you know. It's a team effort, you know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing. And they feel like my son supposed to do this, my son supposed to be doing that. He got the ball, my son got the ball 2-3 times. He ran the ball 4-5 times. Like, come on, man. You need to be behind the gate, you know what I'm saying, in the stand.
So,
you know?
So, question: how did you go by picking the staff that you had? Now we're talking about your team, not as a whole, but your team. How did you go? Because it was a bunch of dads and yourself. So you coaching special team, offense, defense. You handling the water, holding the downs. You doing everything. How could you even be in a position that way? I've tried to figure that out all year.
Man, I've been coaching kids and the dads, you know, molding them. Some want to be active, you know. I grew up without no dad, no father figure there. So I respect the dads want to be there, but you got to draw a line somewhere, you know.
All right, so let's step into the room on this the rumors that flying around about it and the actual event. So I get it set up on big stage. You got GEA versus ATL Elite Ravens.
Right.
You got people coming in town. You got people calling, man. It was people that didn't find out to the day of, but I'm at home, I'm chilling. Phone ring at 1:30 in the morning.
Right.
It's you, and you telling me what's going on. I don't know if you was at the hospital or headed there, but you was something with the hospital.
In the hospital.
In the hospital.
Actually.
What happened? What led up to that? Like,
I was sick in Alabama, you know, when I was playing Adamville and Wyoming. I was sick there. I don't know if folks caught it. I was throwing up during the game, you know, on the sideline. Just ignoring my health, you know, put my health to the side, trying to coach the kid, you know, cause I ain't want to put nobody in them shoes. They already, you know, certain coaches want to be a part of and coach, but they ain't know how to call the plays, set the plays up, or the defensive structure, the defensive playbook. You know, they ain't know how to do that. So I end up forcing it. Like, I'm trying to kick Atlanta League ass, you know. My mind on that, but I'm still at practice. I'm sitting down, DT. I'm very active at practice. I'm sitting down in a chair talking, and I'm like, I'm taking medicine and stuff. I'm gonna get better. It's just a cold. And as time going on during the week, and we were practicing, I was trying to, you know, get my boy ready because it was gonna be a big game. You know, I want everybody to be pleased and come and see a good game. So by the time Saturday come through the walkthrough, we practiced at Young Middle School. I barely made it up the hill, down there fell, collapsed, couldn't breathe. I was riding with Pilot. I gave myself, I ain't feeling good by then, so I'm gonna go check in. They might put me on the breathing machine or treatment. Them folk kept my ass. I'm like, wow. So I checked in at 9 o'clock Saturday night. They ran all type of tests, CAT scans and stuff like that on me. So they end up coming telling me, look, you got a mass on your lung. You know, you got pneumonia. So that pneumonia gonna put anybody down, I mean. And with the fluid, and it's making a mass bigger on my lung, and it's blocking my airway. So it was hard for me to breathe. Feel like an 18-wheeler on my chest. So now they admitted me. So that when I got on the phone with Child, with me, with G, Pilot, we were all Noonan, we were all on the phone. I waiting on the ambulance come transport me there. So, you know, that will happen. You know, anybody know me, I'm going to pull up and play. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing, though.
And then you got people who say from other teams or other organizations say they called every hospital around Atlanta. You went admitted in no hospital, that you were just hiding out because you didn't want the game.
My phone was ringing like a fool, too. I ain't answered. I'm connected. I got IV in my arm. I got all this stuff on my chest. The phone over there, that steno phone. I ain't worrying about what nobody say anyway. You know what I'm saying? My biggest thing is I ain't finna lie about this. And whoever thinking I'm lying and, you know, the void of game, man, y'all sick, man. I need to go get some help. You know what I'm saying? That just being real, playing about my health like that. I ain't gonna play with y'all health. I ain't gonna play with my health, you know? And that just being honest.
And something I couldn't understand, but you don't said it a little bit in this interview, but my thing was, I was like, so y'all, you telling me that y'all coaching staff been with Ken since May, some even the year before. Ain't none of y'all learned this man playbook or defensive scheme in all this time?
But that's the 6U coaches that were helping. Truth be told, the 7U coaching staff left and went to Atlanta Elite. The 7U never had a coaching staff. You feel me? So, I'm gonna take it up. I'm like, man, I can do it myself. Shit, I need the help, goddamn. I'm gonna be honest with you. But they never had a coaching staff. You know, that's why I called Pilot and G out to come help me in national. You know, I had a couple of people that, you know, they were trying to, you know, coach it, but you need to, the OC has the game plan, the structure, his practice for that week, and you know how to, you know, run your offense and what type of play, how you trying to set them up and stuff like that. You can't put nobody in a situation the night before and put them in them shoes and say, go call the game, because he need at least a week or so to prepare himself for that type of game.
I can go for that, man. So after that game, we step into national. You would have about 2-3 weeks before that to get ready for national. You get down there and your 7U, you play a Bessemer team that you beat early in the year, correct? Or
I beat them. Yeah, early in the year, I beat them 3 times overall.
No, we talk 7U.
7U. Yep, I played them in the YNC in Charlotte and lost.
You lost. Okay, so you get down there, you play them in that game. What took place in that game?
With that, being honest, I just got out the hospital that Monday. I wasn't even in check-in. The first time I ever seen my boy and coached him was in October. Before I went to Adamville, I was sick as hell when you did the interview out there. When you were trying to hype it up, I'm sick. I was still sick. I'm still trying to push through, ignoring my health again. You know, that's how I got admitted back in the hospital. So I ain't seen the kids in 2-3 weeks. So first time I seen my boy, when we played Oak Cliff on Tuesday, then I tried to cover stuff and go over certain stuff, man. You can't cram all that stuff in them kids' head in a little amount of time. You know, and you got to be able to perfect your craft. If you try to do all that, you're going to make mistakes. You know, so the game is limit your mistakes much as possible.
And I got to give a shout out, and I got to mention this. I don't know what broad knowledge of the game is, but when I tell you got a rider with you in G-Way,
oh yeah,
that motherfucker rock with you, man. Listen,
yeah.
No, I want Noonan on the Warzone goddamn board, cause home rock with you. No matter how mad, I can call him, be like, man, Ken, some bullshit, ain't it? He was like, hey, but DT, man, hey, DT, boy, I respect you, hey, man, but don't talk about big boy like that, man. That motherfucker rock with you. Like, so shouts out to him, man. That's a real one. And I ain't saying I did that. I'm just saying, like, even in that day out there at the game, home ride for you like no other. So
yeah,
that's a
he came
good
and got me, DT, when I was retired. I retired, man, after the Georgia Falcons, after that 12U team. I retired. He came and got me like, Ken, I need you to coach my boy, man. I'm like, man, I'm done with this shit. You know, he came and got me. So I ended up starting it back and went to ABA. So he the reason that I'm even here today to even coach and keeping everything going.
Right, and then you hopped out there this year. You did the Fletcher Bowl as a fundraiser for your team. So let's talk about this one, though. Just tell me yes or no. It was the rumor your team had to pay $800 to go to national. Yes or no?
$800? Yeah, cut the national fee $9.
No. They make it seem like every parent.
Oh yeah, but everybody when I did the research on it, you know, talking to Summer White, talking to people who have done it. You know, we were trying to get room and board for the boy. We didn't want the kids to be
Separate.
We wanted everybody to be together. We want a new uniform. We want a short set. We had vans, transportation vans. We had all that type of stuff. The food, we had all that. So that's what the situation was, you know. And truth be told, the team was breaking up right then at that time at the Fletcher Bowl. That's when all the problems really occurred, you know what I mean, with the
the
Fletcher Bowl.
fundraiser.
Yep.
All right, so with this year going by, you played quite a few teams. What was the best coach team you played?
For what age group?
We're gonna start with 5U.
5U, I ain't nobody. I'm be a buck, which I ain't nobody. We don't beat every team by ain't trying to be arrogant, you know what I mean? But it's the truth. We beat everybody. We beat 6-year-old and 7-year-old. 5U got a 6U league championship, and they were 5, and nobody scored. Now we can go 6 and 7. I'm gonna say Bessemer.
At both age.
Old age group. I'm gonna say Bessemer.
What about Latonia?
Yeah, Latonia. I gotta give Latonia at 6U. Yeah, Latonia. Well, that one thing about them cats there, man. They gonna pull up and play whoever. Your mama at the 50, I'm pulling up and play your mama at the 50. You feel me? So I respect them guys for that. And at 7U, Bessemer.
All right, so we never got the GEA versus ATL Elite game.
Exactly.
But your opinion, what that score would have been?
I would have beat them.
Beat them bad or just beat
I
them?
beat them by 3 touchdowns. I'm that confident in it. I would beat them by 3. And the reason why I say that, look how y'all played. I know it's a team playing a team, but how they played Adamville.
I didn't catch that game. What that score?
8-0.
8-0.
Yeah, they couldn't, you know.
What was your score against Adamville?
28 donut. And Nation were chicken box, 28 chicken box. We chicken box him. That Nation, that him, man, he gonna say chicken box, man, when he donut you.
Damn. Okay, so with your 6U team being as dominant as they was, what fell through at National? What was did Bessemer just want it more?
Man, I'm be honest with you. They ain't worked on defense none. When I wasn't there, I felt like if I were there, it's certain stuff that I do. I ain't knocking none of the coaches, but it just being a buck with it. They ain't work on defense. They working on offense. We hang our hat on defense. Ain't nobody in the country ever put up 24 points on that team right there. Nobody.
That number 3 was getting the fuck. It was getting off.
Yeah, I call him the boogeyman. The boogeyman. You know, he's a hell of a awesome player, man. I take my hats off on him, but hey, he executed. He wanted it more that game, man.
Right. Well, man, that game, like I said, you gave up the most points you gave up probably all year on that game.
And 2 years.
And they won. So that's the thing. You put your hat on. We get international. This is gonna be a national team, and you got there and you didn't follow through. What did you learn from that experience?
I learned a lot of stuff. For one, I can't control the health situation. 2, the rules are different. You know, they let you talk during the play. You know what I mean? As we call that drumsticking here. You get a flag, and too many flags, you get put out of the game for talking and, you know, telling the kid what's going on when that center touching the ball. You know, so that was a new rule. That was new to me. You jump outside, you're in the neutral zone. If you can get back before the snap happened, that was new to me too. You know, even the punt at 7U, shit, I should have punted. I'll be honest, I should have punted. I ain't know, like we stuck in, you pass the 40 or the 50, you got to go for it in Georgia. You know, in the national, if you on the 31-yard line, you can punt that ball and they can be on the 1. Ooh. I wasn't there in the meeting to hear all the rules, so I forgot about that. So a rookie mistake.
So do you feel once your health took the turn that it did, do you really feel you probably, since you know you was the only coach on the staff, of course you brought in some veteran like G and Polly, but do you feel you should have really just sat back and just missed the national?
Yeah, because people are ungrateful. I felt like I was unappreciated. And things would have been way more worse or out of hand if I wasn't there. But I got people, same people that left, hey, bro, we need you. Hey, man, they call, hey, I'm pull up outside in front of the hospital, just run on out, just jump in. You know, so they called me. I even had, my OC was in place. He called me, Ken, I don't want to coach this. I don't want to coach no more. I'm done with it.
Who was the OC?
Draco, Flash Daddy. He
Okay.
didn't want to do it no more because of the shoes that folks saying he was daddy about.
And see, I asked who was it because, like, even the next few questions I'm gonna ask you, because it be rumors that folks put out, but they throw it and they hide them hands real quick.
Facts.
Just like the rumor of you don't want nobody else to coach or nobody to help. You just said you had OC who didn't want the job.
Yeah, he called and he quit. So it ain't. I'm not trying to do. I'm not. One thing about it, I want the help. I'm not trying to do everything, but other people not stepping up to the plate.
Because I personally felt Ken was a goddamn arrogant motherfucker. I'm an arrogant person because you didn't want nobody to help. And you just sit here and said you had an OC that didn't want to call it.
Didn't want to call it. After the Albany, when they played in the championship,
Because they played that without you, right?
Yeah. He called me in the hospital, and he was like, Ken, he said, I'm done. I don't want to coach it. Folk looking at me crazy, saying they daddy ball. I gave my son the ball 2-3 times and stuff like that. I said, hey, welcome to my shoes, wearing my shoes. That's what I go through. I said, bro, you can do it, bro. Just keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got to push through it and block everybody out. And that just being straight up with it, you know. Other people stepped in, you know, trying to do the defense, but they don't understand this. It's just like going to a new job. Yes, you know how to let's use forklift. You're a forklift operator. But if you go here to the new job, guess what? You just can't jump on that forklift. They got to train you their way. You know what I'm saying? To show you how they do things over here. And therefore, you can come in and jump in the wheel and drive the car. Right. You know, so that's what that is.
Was another rumor that's flying around about Ken and GEA about the $800 registration for national, but I'm hearing nobody paid registration.
It's free registration. But get what? They say Ken can't be money hungry. I got his sponsor. If I was money hungry, I would have charged our registration fee. Right.
So with the sponsor paid for everybody's registration.
He paid for deals. He paid for the part, the 6 and the 7s. He paid for that. Polder had an 8U, but the team didn't break it. Yeah, it didn't happen. So that's why the Southwest Cardinal was on the table.
And what took place with Southwest Cardinal? Because people called me petty when I bought I had the 5U1 uniform. I thought you guys was just leaving Southwest Cardinal and gonna be GEA Cardinal. So what happened with the Cardinal? Why that deal didn't close?
Because I'm not finna I know my worth and my value. I'm not finna go up on a nobody program and be up under them. We can come together and sit at the table and structure it just like at Welcome with the RDU situation. We sitting at the round table together trying to make it a better program for the whole program, not just for RDU, not just for GEA. We all coming together as one, you know, so that's my biggest thing. We couldn't come together as one and work little other differences out. Black them let me have my way, you know, Jawbo, he was gonna let me do that, but it was certain stuff that I was trying to do to help the program out and the team and stuff like that. But the biggest thing with that, some of them kids over there wasn't on the national stuff. Some of them parents say, hey, look, man, we just want to play our little regular season, that's it. We ain't trying to do all the extra stuff, and that's where it really just drew the line at.
So, yeah, you brought something that they wasn't quite ready for.
Exactly.
At that time being. Just like with ABA, I remember Hip put up the post saying you were trying to run things like you wanted the organization within the organization instead of being a part of his brand.
Yeah, no, you know, he take it like that. I just had the brand there. It wasn't nobody dividing nothing. Truth be told, I ain't want to leave ABA. That was on G-Way and Bo Dad. Both of them was on the phone. We was all on the phone, And they was like, hey man, look, man, this ain't gonna work, XYZ. Bro, we losing kid. That one I lost with Big C and Big D over there to them. You know, they end up getting them kids, man, let's go. This would be the best merge. We were talking about robberies and stuff like that. But Chase ended up going to Southwest and seeing that stuff. So I ended up making an announcement. When I made an announcement, somebody recorded me and gave it the help. You know, but that wasn't my decision. Right. I moved with who rocked with me and who been loyal to me.
And when the rare breed thing, I heard about that, and y'all made the post and stuff.
Yep.
What blocked that? I'm still confused.
That was on the coaches. You know, that was on Cam and Drake.
It was probably Drake for Black Ass.
Yeah, I mean, that was on them too. You know, but let y'all do y'all thing, I do my thing. I ain't gonna put myself in a messed up situation, and we be going at it the whole season, and now the tension between us and not on the kids.
So you said you left ABA because of G-Wade, Noonan, and Bo Daddy. Right. Bo Dad, was he a board member, or just because he was sponsored, you gave him a little leeway?
It was bigger than a sponsorship with me and Christian. It was, you know, I go to Christian High, we kick it, he invite me to certain stuff, you know. It was that. So if you rocking with me, even when certain people at ABA was in his ear saying negative stuff, he wasn't listening to that. You know what I'm saying? So that was my bigger thing. You know, I'm a rock with who rocking with me. Y'all feel like we need to go, okay, let go. You know, but that wasn't my decision. If we wouldn't never had that conversation, I'd still be at ABA. I didn't want to do no program stuff. I didn't want to do, I already did with Georgia Falcon.
Headache.
Yeah, headache. I eliminate something on my plate. But at the same time, though, you know, I rock with who rock with me.
All right, before we go on this break, I'm gonna ask you a thing real quick. Not using a GEA player or former GEA or that's currently former GEA player, because you know we're going into a new season. Fire you. If you could pick anybody other than GEA players, who would you say should get Player of the Year?
I like that little kid from 3D Champ.
3D Champ. What number?
He was number 5, and I like little number 7 from out there in Atlanta Elite.
Number 7. Oh, that's the tall kid.
He was a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I like him too.
All right, let's go 6U.
6U. I like 25 from Lithonia. I like number 9 from 404. And I like the little Preston kid from the Buckeye.
Yeah, he's special. I like Preston.
Yeah.
I like all those kids just now. Let's go 7U.
7U. I like the twins, even though they with me.
You gotta get somebody that with you.
Who else? I ain't see too many. I like Tyler.
Tyler.
I like Tyler from
GTA.
GTA. I like little number 7 from Rare Breed, the corner. I like Cam. I like who else? I like 12. I like AJ from Fab.
AJ from Fab, yeah. I like AJ from Fab, yeah. He's nice. You still got, I mean, that's just Coach Ken thoughts. We're finna take a quick break, man. When we come back, we got another guest that's gonna come on the show with us, and we're gonna chop it up about the future for Coach Ken and his squad and what they got opening up, man, the mergers and coaching staff changing. So as we go into that, man, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back, man. Coach Ken.
Gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's the war zone.
I ain't see nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, me and Black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline, big dogs beat peasants. Yeah, I from Keisha, but James still a legend in Warzone. I would be tripping, I respect it in Warzone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in Warzone. One wrong post will get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's Warzone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a Warzone. Come and leave your hard at home. It's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. DT, what up? Black, what up? Say what up? It's a war zone. Metro Lane, what up? Cold fruit, what up? It's a war zone. You feeling like the war zone is yours? Yeah. Gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. Got the war zone, the war show packed like a small car. Telling everywhere, bunch of war zone all-stars. Invite only, you gon' only see the real. Hey, bring me a reel, we got the shun on the grill. Yeah, the war zone is strictly for the gutters. They ain't hunt your lane, they ain't nothing but some trouble. Shout out to Pickle she ain't nothing but a hustler. I got a hard time cause I represented Tucker. Yeah, a lane post a flyer, they don't notice. Yeah, parents go complaining about the coaches. Yeah, war zone games I be posting. Be careful what you post, might get checked by the focus in war zone. Trying not to be the one who slipping in war zone. Cash always be tripping in war zone. They gon' go hard on the hater. Uncle Bell from Lambo always kicking flavor in war zone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. War zone. War zone, better keep your hard hat on. It's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home. It's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. I ain't see nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak. Men black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear war zone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling war zone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline big dogs beat peasants. Yeah, I'm from Keisha, but James still a legend in war zone. I would be tripping, I respect it in war zone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in war zone. One wrong post will get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's war zone. Better keep your hard hat on. It's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home. It's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone. The war's going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored. It's a war zone. DT, what up? Black, what up? Say what up? It's a war zone.
All right, man. We're back, man, with the War Zone podcast. Got my guy Ken right here, and I just brought in one of the you would call a legend. The hell going on? You call him a legend. You got Coach Polly right here, man. Been coaching 20, 30 years, whatever. Introduce yourself, Coach.
What's up, man? Coach Polly, started at Welcome Mall, went to Georgia Falcons with Ken Doom squad. With the Georgia Falcons with Ken Doom squad. Then I retired for a few years and came back with Coach G at Ben Hill this year and, ready to get back into it, after taking 3 years off.
All right, so we seen the posts, we've been seeing the videos that you've been posting, Coach Polly, with Coach Ken. You guys combining with RDU. Tell us the dynamics of that new relationship, partnership.
It's me. I think it's the best. Me, Reggie, a couple other cats, G, Pilot. We all come together just trying to do our best. All egos aside.
That's DJ you hear in the background, Junior. I'm dad at work. But so we've been seeing the post, the commitment post. He ain't gonna stop crying until you get that ball. You hear the commitment post been going around, flyers and stuff. So Ken, you just had a team that was together 5, 6. Hey boy, you better stop all that.
Oh, DJ's showing out right
Man,
now.
He heard him
He
just
just like tighten up, get my milk together.
get my shit together. It couldn't take forever. My bad. I know it's a little ghetto, but my boy on set with me. But anyway, you had a team that went undefeated 5U, unscored on, 6U, just turned up, and y'all lost one game. Now, me as a coach, I would want to know, taking that most of them done left you, I would want to know why did they leave? I want your opinion or your facts on the matter, or why did that team break up the way it did?
Everybody had their own little mixture of it, you know, got their own little perspective, what they want to do with their kids, you know. It's from Fletcher Bowl. It's from I ain't say nothing, you know, in group meet. You know, I spoke to my kids. I had to, you know, it go from all types of ways. Or my kid didn't get the ball like this, or why you didn't give him the ball, or why he didn't stand up here and speak at this time, or you know, it just certain little stuff. And all of them dads, you know, some on just all the dad clicked up and they, you know, they left. We had them a 16 kid, you know, and majority of that were dads on the coaching staff, you know, so they combined. I wish them the best, you know. Y'all go do your thing. It's a problem off of my plate or trying to focus on, and it was just too much, just selfishness with me, and I wasn't catering to it.
Right. So it had nothing to do with you didn't run my son enough, or my son didn't get the ball enough. It wasn't that. It was.
It's part of that. Is why we don't switch up the players in these positions or this role, or man, it was the losing the national championship. You know, some, you know, coming from the Fletcher Bowl, you know, I ain't speaking a group meet after the loss or anything. You know, I was taught that you ain't got nothing good to say. Don't say nothing at all, you know, but I spoke and I reached out to certain people. Sometimes black and white don't have no feelings on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and me calling and talking, you know, to certain people, that's what I did. But I talked to my kids after the game and I comforted them. I let them know that y'all left everything out on the field, you know, and that's what it is. It's a mixture of it, you know, but they got their own agenda.
So even with you going through a damn near death experience, trying to be there and coach this team, to know that one loss, what about 3 points, 2 points, would cause your team to disperse like that. How did that make you feel, man? Because you put a lot into that team. How would that make you feel knowing you lost your team on one loss and you put all that into it? Even, like, you took a lot of time away from your own family.
You know, that was the situation that after the game, I ain't seen my baby in 2-3 weeks. I've been in the hospital. But I'm here with child kid, but I had a flight that Saturday, so I jumped on the flight, get back. And, you know, answer your question, you know, a little heated, you know, but I was kind of sick of certain situation and stuff that I was doing, even not sticking to my coaching script, my method, that I ain't studying what y'all got going on, and I ain't finna let y'all contradict what I got going on, and influencing my calls and stuff like that. It was a lot, man. You know, even in practice, I look up, I see coaches in the group just talking, you know, dads like, man, y'all gonna come coach, you know. It was a headache, you know, and I'm cool with the situation. It's out my plate. I'm gonna keep on going. That's why I don't go past certain age. You know, I mold them and keep them going, push on up. So I was done. You know, I was gonna be finished coaching them the next year. I ain't going past 8U.
Right. All right, and Coach Polly, you came on yourself with him to assist with that team. What were some things you saw that you felt that team could have stayed together and been successful under the roof, or you felt it was just time for a split?
Well, I probably feel like if they would have won the national championship, they probably would have stayed together. You know what I mean? Because they would have been undefeated and never lost a game. But, you know, when you got a lot of stuff that been brewing over time, all it takes is just that one loss to make everything come out. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like that's what it was, you know what I mean, to be. You know, so.
Right, the loss. So with that being said, we got Coach Pilot, who just a part of UNC squad. he's actually leaving that and coming to RDU. Him and Coach G. What are you expecting with that decision, Coach? That move?
Well, really, we all was at Welcome All. You was there too. So it's just like to go back home and get that back going because the football on the South Side is kind of dead now. No Old National, no Sandtown, really, no, you know what I mean? So, like, we came up, all those areas was what was happening. So it's like we want to get Welcome All back going. That's what the whole decision was. Ben Hill was great. They got the nice turf field and all that. That's great over there, but it's just Welcome All home, you know what I mean?
All right. Coach Ken, you'll be at the 8U division. You'll be coaching with, who will be on that coaching staff with you?
Me, Reggie, Bug, Jamal, QT. I got a couple more other coaches, supposed to be on the staff, working. Hey, no dad is on the sideline. You feel me? That my biggest thing. And no knock to no dads. I respect every man being out there for his kids, but sometimes we got to cut the line somewhere,
All right, so you'll be focusing more on 8U, 7U, or 6U. What we doing?
I'm the head coach just for the 8. I'm gonna be down at the bottom, like I told you. I ain't going past 8U. Then my last year with him, or I'm gonna hand it out to Reggie. He gonna keep it going.
All right. So you also the commissioner for the 5 through 8.
Yeah.
Well, 4 through 8.
Yeah.
Because he got flagged. And with like I said, with the change of part being at Welcome All, what league you guys looking to play into?
I got a couple of leads on the table. I ain't gonna put them out there. A couple of stuff on the table, but we will be in the league.
Okay. So again, I gotta ask this piece. You might not answer, but I see all the commitment. Is one that I haven't saw, and people. I remember I said this when y'all fired you. I said this is my favorite player at the age group.
Right.
DT, you can't have a favorite. You got to be neutral. I seen this kid run the ball hard. Y'all playing Bessemer, they had a number 0 who was fucking it up. I seen you pull him from running back, put him on the O-line, and he whooped that kid ass for that whole half. Kid I'm speaking of is Pulley, Harrison Pulley. He hasn't committed. His dad said he's focusing on other sports. It's not football season. What that kid mean to a team?
A game changer. I honestly say he probably be one of the best players in the country at that position. At fullback and linebacker, I can honestly say that. He's a big piece, big factor to a team.
So probably if he do decide to come to RDU, he'll be playing with y'all, and you the defensive coordinator. That's a big piece for you, huh?
Man, can't wait.
Harrison will be on the show, I think, next week as well. So, anything far as awards or anything you guys want to ask, or you good, or you good?
I'm good.
Cool. So I do want to kill this one rumor too. Ken, speak on it, or you don't. Sponsor donated over $40,000 to y'all team this season.
Nah, that ain't true.
Can't spoke on that quick.
That ain't true.
That's just the rumor I heard. Over $40,000. I was like, damn, $40,000. That's a salary at a job.
No, that's untrue.
And like I said, that's untrue.
Untrue.
So with all the kids that's moving and leaving your team, do you want to just say right now, you made them kids, you can make some more?
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
Would you like to say you made them kids, you can make some more?
I developed them. I perfect their craft and made the best of luck to them.
Right.
I got a question for you, DT. When you coming back coaching, man? We back at Welcome All. We got Welcome All back up and running. We got Bryce out there, TJ. We're gonna bring Emo back. We bring
him to me, Mark.
All the old crew. So I'm saying, like, I need to know when DT gonna come out of retirement.
I'm gonna tell you when DT gonna come out of retirement.
Okay.
And this the God honest truth.
We
I
about
can't
to see
lie.
it. Okay. Yeah. That.
This
is something I need to know.
When he started playing,
I'm recruiting coaches and players right now.
I'm coaching again. That's when I'm a coach.
Okay.
Gonna be about 6.
Hey, that's when I'm coaching again. That's when I'm a coach again.
Well, I'll be retired again by the time you come back.
No, you
man.
gonna come back. You gonna be on the staff with me, man.
Might
That's,
still be down now.
Ken ain't never leave. Cause get what? Ken.
All he do is win-win.
No, get what? How old baby girl live?
She too.
Ken will be a cheer coach in 2 years. he gonna be coaching cheer and arguing with the cheer mom. Y'all stole our move. Do it for him, baby girl. Do it. We put that in. Y'all stole that. So y'all, he setting it up. What he mean by he gonna let them go at 8 because he's gonna be the 5U cheer coach.
Got it.
Hey.
They're gonna be called the pretty crew. It's gonna be something like that. He gonna hook it up. He gonna have about 15 girls. They're going on national tours. They're gonna go cheer off nationally.
Gotcha. They're gonna travel and everything.
Hey man, they gonna do it big, man. So first I want to thank y'all, man, for being a part of the show, man.
I appreciate
we
you for
we
having
cleared up quite a few things. Y'all see me and Ken don't hate each other. It's just social media is good for people to talk shit.
Yeah.
Coach Polly, one of my dogs, man. Stand up.
What's
the
this?
brand,
What
man.
DT saying
Oh, yeah.
there? It gonna hurt me to say this. I'm
Then I
here
got
with you.
the I am not regular on. I usually rock the I am proof God exists. So, you know, free game. Tell them to pull up on us at the pop-up shop. You know what I mean?
Pop-up shop. You gotta get an address, man.
2459 Roosevelt Highway. You know what I mean?
that's why-
Suite B16 pop-up shop.
That's why I got this.
Products of the American Ghetto, dope stories, free
we
game,
all
watch
popping
God
up
work,
with it.
Hero, Bad Smith, you know, etc.
So man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share the video. Coach King, what you want to say?
Hey, bring them 5U to me. I'm going 4-peat, man, for the state. Bring them 5s. I got the recipe for it.
Oh, definitely, man. So make sure y'all hit me up, man. Warzone U Sports on IG, DT Montgomery on Facebook, Warzone U Sports on Facebook, the fan page. Like that as well, man. Coach King, give me your information, man. They want to get in contact with you.
Yeah, I'm Ken on Facebook, man. That's it. I don't too much be on IG like that. I'll just be locked in on Facebook and finna fall back from that, man, a little bit. Too much be going on.
Coach Polly, man.
I just want to tell them, man, pull up on us at Real Deal University, man. We at Welcome All Park,
Yes, sir.
and we about to go to work.
All right, man. Also, this episode has been sponsored by 1K One of a Kind, man. The hottest new sports gear for the youth, man. So, shouts out to everyone for tuning in. Hey, man, we wrapping it up right here, man. God bless everybody. Peace and love.
Better keep your hard hat on, it's a war zone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a war zone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the war zone. Feeling like the war zone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a war zone award. Going down at the war zone, of course. I'm logging in the war zone whenever I get bored, it's a war zone.
I ain't see nobody pack the parking lot like DT. Be careful how I speak, men black on that BP. Mom of the week, you can speak when you see me. Swear Warzone, entertaining like TV. Yeah, we don't be nowhere to park at the park. Up late with it, scrolling Warzone at the door. Bring a bag with you, you gon' be surprised what he charge. Got a tent ready, waiting on the tournament to start. Yeah, bring your lemonade, you can sell it. Yeah, you just gotta read, they gon' tell it. Yeah, offline big dogs beat peasants. Yeah, Keisha, but James still a legend in Warzone. I would be tripping, I respect it in Warzone. Misspell, Marcy gon' correct it in Warzone. One wrong post will get hit. They can't check it, so they might as well respect it. It's Warzone. Better keep your hard hat on, it's a Warzone. Come and leave your hard at home, it's a Warzone. Head on the swivel, gotta know what's going on. Yeah, it get real on the Warzone. Feeling like the Warzone is yours. Yeah, gotta finish strong to get a Warzone award. Going down at the Warzone, of course. I'm logging in the Warzone whenever I get bored. It's a Warzone. DT, what up? Black, what up? Say what up? It's a Warzone. Metro Lane, what up?